And we are live. Okay, I am live. So here we are again, and I'm gonna get into decoder. I count my previous phone stream as a warm up for this video. Okay, kind of getting in the mood for it. So here we are. Okay, and it's like I'm not trying to build expectation here, but it's like I've talked about getting into more of these type of videos. So here we are. I'm live making this type of video. We're gonna be talking about Hollywood movies, the movie theory, film theory analysis. And that's like the humble approach. Okay, it was like this is not unheard of. There's people that have entire YouTube channels dedicated to movie theory, film analysis type stuff. And this is something I like to do. And I have unique insights, perspectives, and pre decodes ready to just be delivered. Okay, so that's I have my work cut out for me here. And I thought about this. This is part of like another topic I get into: masculinity, purpose, drive, motivation, and things like this. If you watch my YouTube channel, it wouldn't be an act to describe Mike working as a man possessed on this YouTube channel. You've heard that said before. It's what as a man possessed title, let's say. It's like since I started streaming on YouTube, I never stopped. Okay, see, that's simple. That explains what I've been doing. Since I started streaming on YouTube, I haven't taken a break a week with no streaming. Only time I haven't been streaming is if I've been physically unable to. Okay, let's see. So, to my knowledge, since I started streaming, I don't remember a week gone by where I didn't like go live and stream live. Okay, and once I figured out how to go live from my phone directly to YouTube, then it opened up a new like a tool. Okay. So what I like about these laptop streams I'm doing right now is it helps for presentations. If I want to display, show you screenshots, play clips, do commentary on stuff, look at websites and things like this. This is the laptop stream is good for that. For streaming on the fly, on the go, on the move, where I'm not like locked into this phone, I gotta go to the kitchen. I can bring the stream with me, so that's an advantage of streaming on the phone. If I'm doing just a general purpose stream on live on my phone, I can bring it everywhere. I can go do pull ups. If I'm doing a train machine, I can bring the phone, go do pull ups. I can, if I do push ups, put the phone there, do push ups. So I can be streaming from all over my apartment easily, not having to line the laptop around. And the phone battery lasts longer while streaming, uh, unplugged than the laptop. So I just say good night to my wife. We wonderful here. I have a wife, by the way. So in case you're a woman who's like, oh, this guy Mike is curious about this, it's like, don't even start reading. Okay, this is okay. I say it's not impossible to be at least one woman, someone be it. I want to say no. I got a wife. How serious is the relationship with the wife? Has wife. Okay. Is relationship have wife? Okay. We have wife at home. Wife at home. We want to. Okay. Mom, can I has wife? Mike. Okay. Yeah. I told my mom the once. I go, Mom, can I have wife? Mom, we have wife at home. Wife at home. No wife. Okay. On a video call. It's a joke. But it's like, yeah, it's full on love. Okay. Full on. Full throttle. Both barrels gas loaded. It's love. Okay. It's love. Love. Okay. Up, down, left, right, love. Loving it up. You heard about living up before. I'm loving it up. So we're all like two total loves on a branch in a tree acronym. KISSING. Mike and we sitting on a tree. KISSING. We're doing it. Yeah. So I'm going steady, rock steady, rock steady. I'm rock steady. I got no plans. No plans. There's not an inch of doubt. I was like, oh, maybe I made right, wrong choice of others. As far as I'm concerned, God made me find the right wife for me. See, and that's God's choice for wife for me. That's what I look at me. That's the woman that God picked for me. That's my attitude. So it's not like boring. It's like, oh, it's a cute girl. That's my wife. It is a woman. As far as I'm concerned, I was praying to God as a single Christian man to find a wife. And long story short, once I found me, it's like that. That's the answer to my prayers, basically. And she feels the same way. Okay. So we live in Thailand, and recently they've had a conflict with Cambodia. I almost said blossoming, but like brewing and then okay. I saw a video show up of a Thai tank crew, like a video from inside a Thai tank purported me, and it was a guy loading, I guess, Sable round possibly or some kind of round inside of a tank, and the video was like, yeah, they're fighting at some target at the border or something like this, Cambodia border. So they have, is it a pattern tank? They have like an old school tank, Thai old, and they're using it in the conflict. So from my memories, like they have tanks that are like vintage tanks, but upgraded with more modern sensors and things like this. So, but they're not that well armored. So, okay, offensively they're capable, but not as capable defensively. So, I guess part of what you could have now, if I was in a tanker, I'd like to have. If I was in a tanker in Thailand, Cambodia, in the turret, I'd pay like a guy if I could. But your job is to stand like a shotgun or the wood bird shotgun and like look around for drones or something in case the Cambodians send drone. They'd be shooting. So anyway, let's get into the topic at hand here. I have my work cut out for me. I look at my previous stream as a warm up for this. So yeah, I tucked my wife in. And I love her, and I support Thailand's right to defend themselves. Cambodia looks like the bad guys to me in this situation. So we're gonna get into deeper in the no kind of home movie. I've dealt with this topic before, but I'm gonna do it again. So let's put this disclaimer up here. And then, so here is the short, okay? The skinny. I ain't skinny anything, but okay. Here's the skinny. The whole movie, before I do it, I hesitate to finish the brief decode once more. Movie theory, movie analysis, there's other people that done this, but not the way that I do it, for sure. So I have a competitive edge advantage there. There's decodes of movies and movie theories that I haven't seen anybody else doing something similar. So, No Country for Me movie. I watched it repeatedly several times. One of my favorite movies. Just rating on an entertainment perspective. So there's like target-rich environment for decode operations. You can rate it by that. Like how much hidden truth is in this movie, you can rate on that. And you can go to just like how much you enjoyed watching the movie, or did you enjoy watching it the first time or something like this. So it's a movie that I like, no counterformat. And I've sliced that onion to the core and done different layers of decoding of it. Now here's the surface level. No Country for Me movie. Javier Bardem plays the bad guy Chigurh. Okay. Anton Chigurh is sugar. He symbolizes the substance sugar. Okay. Anton Chigurh, here's my decode. Anton Chigurh symbolizes the substance sugar in the No Country for Me movie. Literally, sugar. And he also symbolizes, represents not just sugar, but the satanic power leads, the deep state Illuminati that you've heard about. So he symbolizes, represents the power leads, the deep state power leads. The psychopathic serial killer power leads. They fit that bill. The people who did 9/11, and then this conflict, and then this thing. It's like they've caused a lot of deaths globally through their destructive control of the world from behind the scenes, or the destructive influence, you might call it. So, my decode is analysis of no kind from a movie. Anton sugar is a symbol of sugar. He symbolizes literally the substance sugar, okay? Table sugar, white refined sugar, and the psychopathic Illuminati deep state power leads, okay? The deep state. And that's the surface level brief decode. Anton sugar represents substance sugar. Well, remember now, there's different scenes that I can show you or talk about from memory. At this point, I can do the decode from memories. I've been doing it, but I'm gonna show at least one graphic in the slideshow. I got it loaded in the magazine chamber. Okay. Anti-sugar represents the substance sugar, literally. Now, first scene I will go to. So, if you're unaware of this as a concept, it's gonna be hard for you to get anything I'm saying. It will the preach of this truth will appear as foolishness unto a lot of people. You see, there's some things in this world that if somebody tells it to you, it sound foolish, but it's truth. Okay, so the teacher of this truth is to them that are ignorant of certain things foolishness. A lot of people, if they hear my decals, they'll be like, "This guy's nuts." Okay, he's off his rocker or something like this. And possibly the more off you walk, you are, the more likely you are to feel like that him, that oh, this guy, Mike, he's off his rocker. Okay, I watched this video, it sounds nuts to me. So maybe then you're more likely to feel like that if you were nuts. Okay. So now here's the point. If you're not interested, you don't have to watch the videos. Okay. Nobody's forcing you, you don't have to pay, there's no ads. Okay. Possibly there should be. Possibly there will be. And Rumble will put some ads on this video on Rumble. Now we'll see. I would like to get sponsored by the Rumble Coffee Company. 1776 or so, or whatever it's called. I've seen it in Rumble. Some people are sponsored by Rumble Coffee. They got some coffee, the sponsorship there. If there's anybody should be like the poster child of coffee, it should be me. It's like these streams run off of coffee. How do you think they're live stream for 24 hours? Caffeine is one of like the culprits. Okay. It's like without caffeine, I wouldn't be able to stream as much as I do. Just to simpler. Okay, sounds kind of boring. It's like I thought she's gonna like credit like some kind of magic, but there's like caffeine as a substance in their end credits of every stream. It's like special thanks to caffeine, the substance, vitamin C supplements, like all the supplements I take on a daily basis for enabling me to be able to do like this live stream for you. Okay, to spend 3 hours focusing on this, it's like a lot of things. If it was for my supplements and my coffee and everything that I'm doing in my lifestyle, well, most likely I wouldn't be getting this much done. Okay, so now this the topic of this live stream is not the main topic. Is not coffee, it's sugar. So, cut and dry, the simple truth, movie theory, decode, movie analysis, film theory of No Country for Old Men. Here's the simple here's a simple fact. What I've seen in the movie. Anton sugar represents the substance sugar. He represents as a symbol. He symbolizes sugar, the substance, table sugar, white refined sugar. Okay. Um, and if this is a foreign concept to you, okay, maybe it shouldn't be. So here's a crash course too. You live in a world where Hollywood movies have hidden truth in them. And if you didn't know that, now you'll be briefed. Okay, you got the memo. Just got the memo. Okay. Some people didn't watch this video. Maybe they didn't get the memo. This video is the memo. So here's the memo. A post-it note. It's like a simple truth. Hollywood movies contain hidden intended truth, cryptic communication, like a cipher. Hence the term decoder that you see me utilize when talking about what I'm doing. Decode, or sometimes a video might show up. Movie X decoded, past tense, or Mike's Live decode of present tense. So decoder means what? There's code in works of art, pop culture, movies, music videos that can be decoded and be like, okay, I cracked the code and here's the hidden message. See? So I tucked my wife in virtually, said goodnight through video calls, and I love her. Okay, she's a sweet lady. They've been having some issues, okay, with Cambodia. Ed had a trash talk. So if you like the Ed with the trash talks. He actually did a trash talk of Cambodia, the whole country yesterday on my stream. Okay, so you can go watch the stream with Edward Trash Talk if you want to see the trash talk in there. He trash talk Cambodia. So Cambodia has been troublesome over there in Thailand, up to no good, is my impression. And we also, she has a dog, Jet. I really like the dog. Okay, I like the dog. I said before his dog goes, that guy's a good one. Jet. Okay, Jet too is also in a video game Fallout 3, or is it in Vegas? They have like a boost where you can stat boost called Jet, and it gives you super reflexes and slows down time, so you become more like Neo in the Matrix for like a few seconds, and it makes it more okay. So it's got a good name. Also, it fits in English because it's got jet black fur to 98% or so, and then the rest is brown. Okay. So anyway, we just got a dog. I must say I'm a fan. I like the dog. It's a good dog. Okay. I gave 4 out of 5 dog stars. Okay. I rate the dog 4 out of 5 dog stars. Okay. Some for the right hole. Okay. So yeah, it's a proper dog. It's not like a checks a box. It is a dog. Bring a dog. Okay. It's like dog brought. And it's like, oh, it's a chihuahua. No, it's a dog. Okay. It's a proper dog. See, it's like it's a dog. Okay. Part of like it's like a proper dog. It's hard to carry around if you wanted to. So the harder it is to lug it around, if it's not walking on its own accord, the more proper the dog is from a certain perspective. Okay. So I like serious dogs. I like strong dogs. I like strong breeds. So here's a little bit like review of dogs and breeds and so this. What is my preference in dogs? What type of dogs do I like? Like taste preference in dogs. I like strong breeds of dogs. I like Chihuahuas really. I don't like small breeds like micro breeds, nanos. I like strong breeds. I like German Shepherds. I like Rottweilers. I like pinchers. Dogs that do a good job pinching. Dobermans are not. Okay. Um, I like strong breeds. Okay. So I like a dog to explain type of dog. Like if I'm outside walking a dog and I get into a fight, I don't have to be worried about protect the dog. The dog can hold its own. I like a dog that can hold its own. See, that's another way to explain what type of dogs I like. I was a dog babysitter for my mom's dog years back actually, like over the weekend. I was what was a papillon, like one of these French little micro breeds that has like big ears and whatnot. And it's like a small dog, okay? It's like a joke, okay? It's like the dog is like somebody trolled. It's like a troll, okay? It's like it's a dog. It's like how did that came from a wolf, okay? Well played, okay, somebody. So it's like it's cute, but it's like a small dog. I'm walking through a neighborhood. This German Shepherd outside in the street, and it's like I immediately get worried about the little dog because he's so small, and I guess the German Shepherd is mad at this small dog that's like walks outside his territory. So I gotta scoop him up and I put him up high. So it's like it's harder. That at least the German Shepherd's gonna have to jump and like go through me to get to the small dog. Now, kind of protecting them. And I had like a UFC stare down Mexican standoff kind of deal with the German Shepherd before the owners came like rushing out and got a hand of the unleashed Shepherd outside in the street. And that was a tense situation. But I didn't get bit, nobody got hurt, nobody died, nobody got hurt. No bloodshed in that circumstance. Now, it was one of these things where it's like, yeah, I could see how it could issue somebody could end up getting hurt. Like a German Shepherd right, so here's the story. It's a short story. I'm a babysitter for dogs. I walked through a villa neighborhood where I used to live. Okay, and I'm walking this small little dog. It was like a puppy or like a smaller breed, like a Chihuahua size dog. And as I'm walking through a real neighborhood, like bark, 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 and then there's a German Shepherd that rushes out. So they have like a hedge, like a villa, like a house. Okay, and the German Shepherd rushes out into the street. Okay, and I'm walking on the street, dog walking. You know, whoa, 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 to like, okay, and like coming in charge. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now, I don't turn and run. Possibly, I could have triggered like his prey drive, and I'd be like next thing I felt is like biting me in my legs as I'm running away. So I could think about this and like debrief and think about like the game plan. What could have went wrong? Is there a way that if I would have moved different, I would have gotten beat or something like this? Now the issue is I didn't get bit. Okay, it's like the fight never happened, but almost. So dog runs out, German Shepherd, like, whoop, 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 that close in the distance, and it's like I scoop the dog up in my arms, and I'm like partially like this, and I'm getting aggressive and kind of like hey, like at the door instead. And I'm not like running, so he's like whoop, 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 at me, and I go what or something like. Do you understand? See, and it's like the German Shepherd is like he stops and he knows the range of my legs. This is my analysis. But like he knows the range, he knows my range. Okay, he sized me up, so he stays out of like the bubble where I could quickly touch him. So this is like the kinetic intelligence, what I want to call it, that animals have. Which like the predator knows like the reach your limbs and it stays out of limb reach right now and like it size you up and I figure out what it's gonna do if it's got a game plan for this. So he's like he keeps a distance, they'll be like I can't touch with my feet or my arms or something like this. Because they stay in walk more like in the street until its owners come like hey get back here, okay. So it's like do you understand? But for like a second it looks like oh shit I'm gonna be bitten by a dog. Do you understand? Because you're walking, and next you see a German Shepherd run out into the street, like sprinting. Understand? Like out turns, make a beeline for you, running at you. Okay, German Shepherd. It's a serious beast, it's not a joke. Now, first person view is like I'm about to be in a dog fight. I'm about to like fight an animal here. Okay, not all two. It would at Ephesus. This is a man of God for the beast at Ephesus twice. Okay, now it's like that almost. Okay, see, so so that's like there's a few seconds where it's like you feel like you're about to be in a fighting a dog here. Okay, now it's like why did I not end up getting in a situation? And you analyze it. Could it be like, well, if I would have, see, could have, would have, should have. If as I see the dog, I turn and run, could that have triggered a prey drive in the animal? Like he goes to wolf, and like it's like, oh, he's run away. I'm gonna try next time. I feel like he's nibbling in, like he's biting my leg or something like this. That possibly that can trigger like if you run away from it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna chase him, and this is what I do. Things run away from me smell like adrenaline. I chase them, and when I can reach them, I bite them or something like this. Things like this. So anyway, it's important. I hold my ground and it's like he's coming out, running out, and it turns and then blah, blah, blah. And I don't go like and freeze or play small. I scoop up the dog, which is so small. If I leave him there, it might be a dog fight. It's like this dog is not the same weight class. So if it's a dog fight with a German Shepherd, it's like that's the dog. The dog is like in my territory. I'm going for it. Okay, which can happen. Things like this happen. Street fights in Thailand. Like you have Muay Thai is the national sport of Thailand. Now you also have dog street fights, unsanctioned, no judges. They run their own like fight club, dog fight club in Thailand. The street dogs. They have packs of dogs that live in the street. Okay, and they have fights. Sometimes half to the death. Sometimes okay. You see, that is part of like dog culture in Thailand. They have like fight club. Nobody talks. They walk about it possibly. That's the point. So it's like here's the thing: the German Shepherd, he's got his territory. He knows there's another dog in Porter's territory. He's an aggro dog. He's dominant. It could be he could be out like he's gonna like get up there and wherever the dog is in, he's gonna attack. It could have been like attack. So if you're reading what's gonna happen, it looks like it's like there's a fight's gonna happen with this dog and that dog, or me and that dog and this small dog. So basically, this dog is like the German Shepherd is coming, so I can just feel like this dog is gonna die if that German Shepherd I'm allowed to close the distance and get into a fight with him. Okay, this is not gonna end well for the dog that's like this size. Okay, see the German Shepherd. So basically, it's like all these seconds, like boop, 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 running out. German Shepherd comes, bark close in the distance, mode, short basically. And I scoop the dog up and go like here, like get the small dog up here, and like and he's close that German Shepherd. Now he stops it. So at this point, he could have closed this like lunge and would be like now doing something. But as he's getting close enough and he's seeing what's happening, like I'm reacting to him coming at me. I get the dog up here and I get him up high and like he's coming and I go like what? Or something like that. I'm like shouting at him, where it's like he's seeing like I'm in aggro mode, not in scared, shrinking, run off mode. Organically, not as a bluff. Because I'm really pissed. I'm angry. I'm like enraged. Okay, and he can sense that. I'm not faking. I'm not acting. Like I am enraged and I'm angry mode myself. This fucking dog is coming here, and it's like who the fuck's dog is this? And it's coming and like attacking me. I'm walking a dog. It's a dog that charges me. This is not like India. Okay, this is Sweden. Okay, you keep your dog in. Okay, if he's been pushing with his horn before, say he's been known to push. This is not the first time this dog act like this, most likely. He's mostly have been pushing with his horn before, and his owner has not kept him in. See, so we're getting biblical. So that's the point. So, anyway, that's the point. This German Shepherd charged down the street, coming at me. I scoop up the little dog, which is easy said and done. And the German Shepherd stops now. Like at a certain distance, was like kind of just far enough to not have, be able to touch him with any of my limbs. So he knows my range, this German Shepherd. He's a smart dog. He doesn't get up like to my knees and start smelling or barking this close. He keeps the distance to whatever the distance is where I couldn't touch with my feet or my hands. Okay. And I have two arms. Okay. I got hands and feet. Okay. I'm not an amputee, double, single, anything. I have arms. Okay, I have an arm, two arms. I got it. Okay, so he can sense I'm not afraid. I'm ready to handle business. I guess he can sense that. Okay, like this matter is not paraplegic here. Okay, so he could possibly sense that it's like whatever. This is serious. Now he starts and he switches to just like kind of keep a certain distance and alert bark 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 bark. And I'm still pissed, and the owners go, hey, hey, get back here. In hindsight, being told video, I thought this could have been an attempt to have me mauled by a dog as an accident. This is after the target started, okay? I'm not told in the video. And this has happened twice. It also happened a second time. So in hindsight, after being told the video, I realized that this most likely was a program trying to get me to have like injuries by having like a sicker dog on me covertly. Or they could have like they could have trained the dog. Perp family lives here, and it's like as I pass walk the dog, they release it. Understand? And it's like they know do you understand? They know this. Like we're hoping it's gonna like charge them and bite them. Like, oh, it just happens. Access. So anyway, support. The dog runs out in the street, and the owner's like, "Oh, he got away." Now, one time could be chance. Flash forward a year or two later, still a total video, and I'm walking to my ex-girlfriend's house from a train station. And same thing there. I walk through a villa neighborhood without a dog, and I walk a dog. And then once like a strong breed, like an Amstaff or Pit Bull, like a strong one of these bad boy dogs. Once out into the street, and same thing, I act like this. And then same thing, they stopped, and it felt like I'm gonna get bit, but it stops like just out of range, and like it doesn't like come sort of this. And anyway, so I do believe that that was a program like sicking these dogs on me, but they had like little skit here, like Mike's taught video that's had perps like release dogs into the street at time to when he's walking past it, and hope that the dog will charge it. Do you understand? Should charge it. So anyway, it's important. My point is this: I like serious dogs, so it's like that dog was small, it's cute, so to hang out with at home is like it's a okay company. But it's like, I would rather have a dog if I'm walking it. But if something like that happens, the dog can handle himself and hold his own against another dog charging. And I'd be focused on handling myself. I don't have to be like, I gotta protect the dog, so I can be focused on handling like the other dog is attacking, and not be concerned about that dog. So anyway, we has a dog that's uh, dog that I like. It's a strong athletic breed. It's like a slim. line Rottweiler. It's like it's a athletic, slim build athletic Rottweiler. So typically Rottweilers are short and stocky. Okay, so it's kind of like a mix between a Belgian Malinois and a Rottweiler. Is what I feel about Jet to explain it. It's got long legs. It's athletic. It's got long legs. It can run fast, jump high, and it's a little bit reminding of a Doberman Pinscher mixed with Rottweiler. So I would guess that it's like a mix of German Shepherd and Rottweiler, like Thai street dog, German Shepherd, Rottweiler. Okay. Now, we got Jackson in the chat. You lucky I just check the chat. I really check the chat when I'm doing streams. Because as people come into the chat trying to sabotage my flow, see? Okay. I'm doing things impromptu, just okay, no script. And sometimes people come try to interrupt me in the middle of a story, like writes like spam comments. I hope I got notice in this guy, like get me off track and stuff like this. So at times I click away, I don't check the comments. And then I take a break, like, okay, I'm done telling the story, let's shoot the comments, okay? So you got lucky, okay, the timing there. So Jackson wrote, Saha, what do you sleep like a rock? Yes, I sleep like a rock. We should do a show together. Poon stinks. Be my co-host. I would like commend like you should know better. Okay. Try a different tactic. Okay. So so this is like two near misses, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a gang stalking program, having perps like gang stalkers, having the job to like as I'm walking through the neighborhood, sick a dog, release a dog, okay, have it be loose, and like if you have a dog that you know that if it's loose, it will run and like it's aggressive, and it's like oh yeah, when Mike is walking through this neighborhood, we have that dog, or not on a leash and the gate open, something like this. See? Okay. So there are two times that I almost get into fighting with a dog. Okay. And analyzing hindsight, I could go this well. Okay, thank God he helped him not get mauled by a dog. Okay, something like this. Because it's like even if you win the fight, you're gonna have you can have a serious injury. It bites you once anyway. It can be a problem with a dog. Okay, like seriously. Okay. Now, uh, okay, it can be serious. So like thankful, like even do you understand? Like even if I would survive and end up like with a story where it was a better story because it was an actual fight, really a better story perspective. It's like okay, I wouldn't be the dog would know it being in a fight for sure. Okay, that's what I'm kind of if we would have gotten to an actual fight. Now, I'd rather not have the story to tell that I got beaten by a dog, no matter how it ends up. If I beat the dog up and win it, I'd rather have not have a story than the start of me being beaten by a dog at all. So, because the basic is it has to be a true story. Okay. So anyway, twice it happened. A dog went outside in the street, and it's like it comes close to fighting a dog. Okay. Was I armed at the moment? Covert carrying a weapon? Certainly not. Okay. Ready to head a business. With just my arms and feet, I felt that I could be a problem to the dog, put it like that. So here's the point. Um, so anyway, like just with my hands, no weapons. I felt if a dog started biting me in the leg, it's like I could hurt it. Okay, okay, I could hurt it, and you really wouldn't feel like hurting it if you that dog you didn't do anything to runs up and like jumps and bites your leg or something like this. Like if you're not starting to defend yourself at that point, when do you draw the line? You need to start defending yourself. So here's the point. This type of sick stuff, I've been in a war with this gang stalking program. You can see my other videos I talk about gang stalking. It's a secret persecution program, state persecution program I've been talking about for 10 plus years, work to destroy my life. Okay. And it's a war. It's psychological warfare. There's physical targeting. I've been poisoned. Part of the target has been the program trying to make me have accidents when out in public. They recruit flying monkeys to target with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. That's part of the standard targeting. People get recruited to be flying monkeys targeted with narcissistic dog abuse tactics. They be proxies for this program. They get told to say certain things rather than supposed to be interpreted as veiled threat or as gaslighting or pushing a button that the program knows that is a sensitive button to push. They can have somebody innocent to use this word around me or wear this t-shirt with this word on it or something like this. And I'd be like, I get that it's like, oh, this apply marketing. I told to do this to make me feel abused, humiliated, violated right now. But it looks innocent. Other people don't have like the same personal experience I do. So the targeting works to customize all this like psychological targeting and stuff like this. So it's like it gets me fired up to start to talk about certain things, but it's like this a need to talk about this. So if I begin to talk about gang stalking, I need to give you the at least basic what that is. I'm the target of a secret phone called gang stalking on videos, and it's not just I would describe it as bullying or harassment on steroids. It's state persecution. It's state persecution, and a big part of targeting the psychological warfare fits into the category we call narcissistic abuse. So it's like narcissistic abuse. If you understand narcissistic abuse, that's a big part of the psychological targeting. Now, the psychological targeting is as a joke to me compared to contrast to the other aspects of partial targeting, like the food poisoning, chem sprays, COVID entry, trying to make me have accidents. It's like the programs trying to make me have accidents while in public and things like this. I've been sprayed with chemicals, food poisoned. This is part of what this program doesn't tell me because, in my experience. So, I'm a veteran in this war. Okay, and you can go, oh, this sounds trying to sound tough, but that's just technical, descriptive. I'm in a war that's been targeting me for more than 10 years. This is warfare. Psychological warfare is a big part of targeting. So if you target with psychological warfare and physical warfare tactics, your body and mind has been attacked by people warring against you. You've been in a war. So if you've been surviving that for 10 years, that makes you a veteran. Okay. So I'm a veteran in a war. I have a war wound too, possibly from surviving a botched assassination attempt, I suspect. I got shot in the leg with something, possibly CIA dart gun, CIA heart attack gun, something similar. I got hit in the leg with something when out and about. And I think that it could have been a potent toxin like a dart gun, assassination device. And I still have nerve damage in my right calf from that. I still have like a constant non-pressure sensation in my right calf more than 3 years after this happened. So this is not like fun and games. I've been food poisoned and poisoned, get inside my home. I've been abducted by the state, put in a psych ward, things like this. Then I was thinking they might Epstein me, like they might take me out and make it look like suicide. So especially with that angle, I wasn't really enjoying the idea. It's like being on, feel like going on a school day visit on death row, Texas, and possibly you actually be put in the death row and then executed while you're staying there, but you're not sure. Kind of. So that's like part of the experience. See, it's like, oh, okay. I've been talking about things, but if they get me in a cycle, they might take me out of there. Okay, make it look like a suicide, an accident, whatever, health problem. So it's like once you're in there, the state got you there. It's like, yeah, this might be it. And that's not really how I enjoy spending my time. Like sitting on like a thread, and it's like the Damocles sword hanging by a horse thread. It's like, oh, you might drop it more. I'm not really, that's not how I prefer to spend my time. I had peace in there despite all this. Okay. I had peace in there. And I made some peace with that I might die in there. Okay. So I said, able to make some peace with okay, resigned myself to my faith peacefully. Was like at a certain point I was contemplating like staying up and not going to bed and be like looking at the door waiting for someone to come in like the news to gonna get around my neck and go out fighting and leave signs of a struggle as a strategy. Okay. At the very least. Do you understand? Rather just go to bed naively and then like okay they got like a hook and put it all he did to himself. It's like kind of simple. It's like stay awake and maintain good situational awareness. And it's like wait for like the guys to come in through the door that's gonna suicide you. Or okay, then go down swinging and leave signs of a struggle. Now, if they had thought of that, most likely would have, since they control the environment, they could have put like scopolamine and some other powerful sedative in your food. So it's like you're tranquilized and you won't wake up in one night, something like this. So it's like they're there's different specifics of how they might carry it out if they were not like a dry run dress rehearsal, which they told me with subliminals after the fact. It's like, yeah, that was a dry run dress rehearsal for taking you out in a cycle or something. That's part of the psychological how they've been dealing with this after the fact. Was like, yeah, that was a dry run for suiciding in there. That we might do next time if we get to those affairs. So that this is part of like the life of Tony Biddle. That when they do that, then the problem, yeah, there was a dry run for suiciding. You will talk about your concern if the state gets in a cycle that it murder you there and make it look like a suicide act or something like this. So how we're talking to you now after the fact is that was a dry run for actually doing it. Is the communication that we sent out. This is how cute it is to state persecution. Very satanic and wicked. So I'm one person and I've been surviving this uh, state persecution form called colloquially commonly referred to as gang Socraton videos. And I've learned some things, to say the least. And I credit God with my survival and the fact that I remain in a better shape just physically um, than the average guy my age has never been taught with a pole like this. And I consider that as a testament to God's power. Understand? Just that simple that I have this physique, can present like this in a video after 10 years of the target I'm beginning at, the gang stock I began to level I'm beginning at. And it's like in better shape and performing a hell of mental and physically than the average guy, despite what I've been through. So a lot of Christian pastors they deal with like theoretically, where I have the blessing of the experience where people are like, well, Samson was one man of God surviving thousands of people going after him for years. In the Bible, I can read about that guy. Was I believe similar, close to the same. A Christian, thousands of people lying offline for years, being part of an army waging a war on me. Mix of psychological and physical warfare. And it's Dave versus Goliath. It was like me versus the deep state gang stalking program. So it's one man versus something bigger than you, and it's one man versus many people part of this bigger thing, the Swedish state controlled by the deep state. Okay. So there's like the blessing baked into the curse of like not just like reading, but in the external, I have your pastor talk about some concept pie in the sky, where it's like as a man of God, I tell you this, you can be one man with God is a majority, you can survive things even if there's powerful people going after you. Also, but it's like that's my life, okay, experiential knowledge. It's not like I need a pastor to tell me what's possible. I've been living the possibility of being a single, isolated Christian, enduring intense persecution, in perils in the city, by the heathen, though my countrymen, standing in jeopardy every hour, hazarding my life daily. It's things like this. Twice did I almost fight with beasts at Sweden. Okay. And I was like saved by like a mental basket will respond in the right way, and possibly I would be robbed by a dog. Okay. So I've had a lot of things. Okay. So, oh, here's the point. I'm not here to play games to make friends in the YouTube chat. So don't even come in here playing cutesy games in the chat to be disrespectful. I'm not a low value, low status man here, Jackson. That you can act like you can do in riffraff drama communities where it's not guys that are high value men and they let you get away with it. We can be kind of half shitty with them and disrespectful and kind of sloppy and they're like they tolerate it. It's like you're not dealing with like American dream. Okay, you're not. It's like, do you understand? You can't act as if you're writing in a dream chat. Where it's like, oh, this junkie loser who live streams being a guy who wears wigs and has no self-respect, and I go in here act like this and I can get away with it in that community. It's like that's not what you're watching. Okay, so just to let you know, there's like I'm not. This is why people get blocked from drama communities and they whine and act as if I'm the problem. It's like they come in here like let me up. See? It's like I'm live streaming like this, like doing an important job of like providing value. There's people that charge you money, like collative learning to make a Kubrick decode movie, telling you hidden truths in there. This is higher quality work than that. And I'm doing it for free without you having to watch freaking ads. And then people show up, let me up. drop StreamYard link as if like, did you know how weird you are? As if you feel as if in what world do you live where you get to talk like this to me? Like you're an internet guy who once I was on the same stream with you as a guest, and you think you can like slide in and be like, Mike, drop the link, let me up. Okay. And you write in commanding language, and you think I'm gonna be like, let you talk as if you're giving me orders. If I read your comments, look like you give me orders. And you think you're gonna survive the chat and I get blocked. Okay. And then I'm the problem for having standards and putting down boundaries because you're a toxic person and you act toxically and a healthy person reacts like a healthy person does to that behavior, and then you project like, oh, Mike blocks everybody in chat. No, Mike blocks problem people in chat. And you present as a problem person, get treated as the problem that you are, rude, disrespectful, and I can point to what body behavior was a problem, and that's how you get blocked. And then it's like, oh yeah, Mike blocks everybody on his channel. Mike blocks everybody in the chat. No, I block people that come pushing my buttons, inadvertently or inadvertently. Okay. So I previously expressed a pet piece of command language. I would like people come in like looking like they're barking orders at me in the chat. It's like, why is that weird? Do you think I'm some beta? So sissy boy here twerp? It's like you gotta get away like some kind of mental Jedi mind trick. Like get dominance, acquire dominance in my channel by like talking tough in a comment or something like that. But what are you expecting the outcome to be of your behavior? Like, Mike, let me up as a guest. Okay. Add me to the stream, which looks like an order. And who are you? Some loser that was alive, a guest on the same live stream once or twice. And you what do you expect? I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, sure, I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump sooner. Here's the link, okay? Just come up and it's like, is that what you're expecting? Okay. Or do you think I'm gonna be like, what is weird? Who is this guy thinking he's like giving me orders in my chat? Like, drop the link, let me up, or something like this. As if this is like not so like you did that. Do you know how crazy you are? You exhibit inside a very real mental illness act like this. Okay. The behavior is a witness to what's going on inside your brain or what is not going on. Might be the issue. Okay. We got no chill MMA. I just checked the chat again. So here's the briefing on the chat situation. I'm taking breaks, checking the chat. Okay. And I click away. Now I can see the chat. I'm off. Okay. So here's they go back. Okay. They go. Okay, let's check the charts. We got no chill MMA. No chill MMA has survived a few Mike Sanchez approaches. Okay. Well, do you understand? Like the people come in around me the one we push my banners don't survive long. Even if they're doing it accidentally. This guy has survived it, okay. He's been able to leave at least like 7 comments on my channel since subbing to me without getting blocked. Okay. And it's this should possibly be some kind of a prize, okay. Okay. What would that be? Brawls or something like this? Now it would be a foul. This guy's an MMA guy, so it'd be like a foul, like an eye poke. See, so it's like you get enough fouls, you can be disqualified. See, it's like there's certain fouls. Like notice how no MMA doesn't come in here and shout orders at me as if he thinks he's a drill sergeant or something like that weird. Like, hey Mike, let me up, bruh, or something like this. Give me the link or something. Do you understand? Comments like this, that's it drives me the wrong way and get me fired up. Like I don't when I showed up in no MMA, I don't go, give me a moderator, okay? Give me a wrench on the channel. Something like this, see? Okay? See, if I did, I would be surprised. Like, oh, I got blocked on this channel. Like, what did I do? Oh, I was embarking commands at the owner of the channel. See, give me a wrench. See, notice how that's like if you do dramatize like line readings as a voice actor, it's like the line is like, give me a wrench. And like character X enters the chat. And it's like, give me a branch. It's like, oh, the delivery has to be rude and commanding because it's no greeting, politeness sandwich there. Like, polite, hello, Mike, good to see you. Would you mind giving me the ranch? Oh, now it looks like a polite call. It's like, hi, Mike, what's up? Give me a link or something like this. Now it looks like you're like, do you understand? Do I have to explain how to human adulting one-on-one to other people on the internet? If you need the crash course, in how to be a normal human and not get shunned by healthy people. It's like I'm not gonna be here and be a daddy to you, okay? I'm not talking to you right now, no chill. I'm talking to people like Jackson. They came about this close to getting like the bad hammer, okay? Like okay. Now here. The first red flag was a dumb question. Do you sleep like a rock? Secondly, we should do a show to we should. Okay. Wow, it sounds like you're running since the Mike Saha channel. It sounds like you're the guy in charge. We should do a show together. Period. Poon stinks, okay? I know who Poon is, the other people watches him a lot in the wall. Be my co-host. See there, that's when I knew you fucked up. Okay, see, be my host. Be my co-host. So the early advice is already it's like it's irking my feels. Okay, your comment, but the last part of comment is be my co-host. Okay, why don't you read your comments out loud? Part of writing is you writing by ear and not by eye. Okay, see. So why don't you go and start reading your own comments before you hit send, okay? See, we should do a show together, period. Poon stinks. Be my co-host. There's no way to read it where you don't sound like you're being a boss, like a town boss. Like you be like you. So that's how your dad talks to you. That's how real soldiers talk to like movies like Full Metal Jacket. Okay? Give me 10 or something like this. Give me 10 push-ups. See, I call that commanding language. I even have a name for the movie because I've seen people like you pull this in my chat several times. Like, oh, he's going for the commanding language. See, okay, block. See, I got a block for it. See, so Jackson Black. It's like we went after each other once on a panel, had like a real living panel fight. We've been able to get along since. Okay, and quite a squash beef. But now he's coming in here again with his toxic internet guy energy in my chat. Okay, don't put that evil on me, Jackson. Okay. He's coming in here with his weird internet person vibe, okay? If I put it as a vibe. Be my co-host. I think your sentence is missing a question mark. If you're trying to not get blocked in my chat, Jackson. Okay. So I don't know what it's like if you what you thought. It's the support group for mental internet. It's like you're on the wrong stream. This is not the support group. Mike's our mental health month. Live support group for toxic internet losers that are crazy. Okay. It's like on the door. Okay. See, they have like all kinds of doors in this world. Some are closed, some are open. And you're a guy, I guess, a lot of times when you go around, you end up having doors closed around you more than open. That's how I feel that type of guy you are. Okay. So be right back. Well, that's my decision to make. Because he might take a break right now. He might go, oh, trying to leave a comment again. I can't. So that's for me to decide to be right back writing comments in the chat or not. In case you confused Jackson. So here's the brief on this. This guy Jackson is a guy that ran into an encounter in another community, Poon, which is a guest that I've been frequent. I've been describing this like right now I'm live about on YouTube. How do I explain the streams that I frequent sometimes? It's like Jerry Springer, okay, downscale. It's like Poon, okay. It's like panel streams that will draw my panels, okay. It's like Jerry Springer all times is what the content is, and there's good and bad, okay. Sometimes there's somebody that we end up there and it's like you have a stream, it's a good conversation, it's entertaining, yeah, it's fun, whatever. You find a streamer that is like interesting to watch because you were a guest or something like this. But a lot of times it's like the squeeze cheese rater is not really golden. Okay. So No Chill MMA is an MMA guy. So he's a streamer. He's a content producer. He makes videos MMA, okay. And I've been a guest on his panel once. Now I give you the skinny on that too. I ain't skinny, okay. So I get insecure to use so much skin. I have to like put up the flex and make sure you understand. I'm not talking about myself. But okay, that's the point. I'll give you the skinny here, okay. So No Chill MMA. Who's that? How do I know him from before? A guy shows up in a stream like this. Hey Mike, No Chill MMA just made a video calling out. And do you understand? That's the first. And I go, really? Yeah, here's a link or something like this. And I click it. It's a video of you, okay? See, it's like, yeah, Mike Saha, I kick your ass in 30 seconds, something like this. Haha, something like that. Screw you, buddy, or something like this. And I didn't feel like he was really like trying to hurt my face. I feel like it's like more like tongue in cheek, like a troll video. And here's the backstory. It's like you solve this mystery. So how this works is somebody being trolled. And I guess it's a guy that comes to his chat, like, hey, this guy Mike Sanders called out and said he kicked your ass in 2 seconds. And then he gets it to react in a live stream. Hey, this guy Mike say he's gonna kick my ass. I kick his ass in 30 seconds. And then the guy runs back to my chat and be like, hey, this guy was just live in the stream calling out Mike. And then he's clipped it and he's got it uploaded. So do you understand? So this is like some kind of a troll that's like a super troll that gets this guy to think I called him out, and it makes it look to me like he called me out. Okay, because I don't know who he is, and he shows up in a video like, "Yo, Mark Shaw, I'll kick your ass for this." And I don't know who the guy is. Okay, and it's like I go to the guy's channel, no channel, I end up his live at the moment, and I go click this stream link. Okay, and it was like, well, she's like, okay, this guy's called me out. I'm ready to do like a live press conference here. Okay. Then get up here. It's like, just say, I kick my ass, I kick your ass, buddy. Or something like this. So like he's live there on this podcast. I click the stream on. Like, he's got some Indian guy, which I'm not on good terms anymore. Okay. Don't bring that guy up. Okay. That guy, the Indian guy you got working for you. I don't know where you got him. Okay. I don't know where you found that guy. Okay. But that guy, I'm still not loving him. Okay. So it's important. I show up on his pad. I'm like, I'm here, okay. It's like, what's the issue? Okay, I don't know who you always come out. The well, this guy came and said, come me out, and I was doing like a little goofy, jokey thing there, and exercising, and I was starting to do like the public workout on the stream, so punch and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, at this point, I don't have issue with this Notre MMA guy, really. Like if he starts messing with me, I let him have it again. I mean, the later you have it is I get bored with people if they go after me a lot of times because I've got the Illuminati to fight him, whole news decode. So some guy on the internet, unless you're not famous or like a major top tier influencer, it's like a lot of times it's like, is it really worth me to focus on like this one YouTuber beef drama or something? It has to be something in it, okay? So anyway, that's the point. No to MMA, he's not blocked on the chat, but it's like there's nobody that gets to the point where they're not in risk of being blocked. Okay, so don't get too comfortable in the chat if it's open. Okay. So, anyways, that point, told the show how I almost fought two dogs in my life. Now, those are real stories, okay? Meaning, it's like if I would make up a fake story, like a tough guy story of fighting dogs, yeah, I would be actually fighting dogs in the story and not almost fought two dogs. Where I felt like I might be in a dog fight. No, if I wanted to make a tough story, I'd make it where I actually fought two dogs and somehow came out on top. But it's like the true story is good enough to tell it in the podcast, and it's two times I almost fought dogs. Okay, and I thank God for that. Possibly they could just feel that it's like if they go from almost finding to finding me, they might be a hurt dog or something like this. How many dogs can read your energy? So they can sense fear, they can smell anger or read anger and things like this. So a lot of times in a predator's brain, there's like a risk reward assessment of how risky it is to pursue conflict with the creature in front of you. Okay, I've even seen like ring door bell cams, or there's like a house cat that chases off like a big old honey bear or something like this, or not a honey bear, like a what they call a raccoon or something like this, which are kind of not to be meddled with if you're a small creature. And like the house cat's like, say, there's a honey bear that comes to eat from the cat's bowl, okay, and it's like the cat comes out. It's like a Wild West movie, something. I'm calling out. It's like the cat. Okay. And then the bad is, I'm gonna get the food back. Okay. Did you see? Did you understand? You can do like these two voices.
Like the cat comes out from gotta like some cats have like their own door in the door. Okay, comes out that there's a raccoon eating his food. He's got a bowl outside. Like the raccoon is like, yeah, that's right, bro. I'm eating food right now. What are you gonna do about it? The cat's, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. And like the raccoon is like, oh yeah. I just got to take a little bit more right here, okay? Just one more bite. See, I'm chewing. That's the thing. And the cat is like, I said, it's like, this is my food, Daddy, okay? I said, it's my food bowl. It's a closer distance. And then he's like, almost like throwing a pot like at him. The cats are wild creatures. That's why it's like a boxer. It's like they call back the pass. It's like the cats. It's like they're so fast. It's like and like part of like their threat stance is like where they're like winding up the punch stuff for this. And that they also have like a they don't just keep it static like this. Like they don't have like a guard. Like the guard is kind of like it's always moving, perpetual motion. Cats like that. They get like an angle at you. It's like they pull here and here. This is like they chambered for a diagonal slash with the claws of this, or like here they like go like they go like up like this. So it's like another. If you look at cats and like fights for this, they're doing like a lot of getting like an angle where they have an attack chambered and like almost pulling it or like pulling it and like landing on that. But it's like it's interesting to look at like cats how they operate in high configurations. But it's the point. Even like if I would bet on the raccoon win against the cat, the raccoon made the decision. It's like I'm backing off because it's like this. Even like as something as small as a cat has claws and teeth big enough that it could be a problem. And in the animal kingdom, um, it doesn't have to be that the animal is like it's not worth fighting this creature because certainly I will die if I do within 10 minutes. No, it's like the cat can be big enough, fast enough, and sharp, obvious enough to touch his body to where if it fights a raccoon, all it takes is one successful claw strike that gets a claw into the raccoon's eye. And now it's a wild-eyed raccoon. And you know how much harder it is for a raccoon to survive in the wild, foraging, look for food, contrast to two-eyed raccoon. It's about twice as hard to survive with one eye in the wild as with two eyes. So it doesn't take that the cat bites off a leg of the raccoon. It's like a three. No, it's like a one eye. They can get infected, and raccoon is walking around with one eye. Worst situation where the things can stick up on it, can't see it anymore. The things, food they eat, it doesn't. The wood is spot it doesn't spot it what it is. So even like the potential to cause like an injury can be enough for like a serious injury can be enough for someone to back off. Now, here's what I get to. In Wee's household, recently there was a dog fight, like a little dog fight, where Jet, the family dog, and his friend like duked it out. Okay, they had like a legit dog fight, and I saw the aftermath of it, and it's like that. Yeah, they both said they need to win a fight. Like they have injuries. Okay, so the Thai dogs is like they have their own fighting tournament. They fight for real over there. It's like they're like half wild, even some of the dogs that people have at home. It's like they kind of go outside and they're out or they come home. But so yeah, um, Wee's dog Jet fought his pack member, whatever called friend, and the issue was that there was a woman in heat. There was a female dog in heat, and these two guys that was good dog friends, like sticking together. Okay, once there was a woman that went into heat, they fought. Okay, that's the decode. Okay, it's like reality TV where I'm talking about something. Do you understand? There's a limit to how interesting this can be when I'm just talking about what I've seen in a video call in that sort of hours, and it versus showing it to you. Okay, but we're maxing out how interesting it can be. That guy talk about this. So here's the point. So yeah, basically, Jet is I like the dog. Okay, point one. He's like a strong dog. I like strong breeds. It's like a mix between a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler kind of. So it's like a tough dog. I like dogs like that. I don't like cute dog. If I gotta get a dog, I'm not gonna have a Chihuahua like a purse dog or a lap dog. If I would have a dog, I like a strong dog. I like strong breeds. Okay, so it's a dog that I like it just because like some people like football. It's just the football is athletic, or like the NBA play flies through the sky. So that's part of why I like if I'm being self-reflective. Like why do I end up liking dogs like that? Because it's like it's a strong dog. It's fast. It's got athleticism. Okay, it's a fighter. It's literally been in street fights, so street fights recently, and it's still out here. And it's got like war wounds. It's like a post-fight press conference shows up in the video call. Gets it up to dog. And it's got like one eye, something is open. The other one is like half closed. It's got like pus covered size. It's been in his most recent street fight the dog understand. He's like really living that life, okay? He's not like a dog who sits like, oh, you all at home, your mom slept somebody. He's a dog like out having street fights in Thailand. See? It's like this is something too, understand? It's like okay. So it's like Jet is the champion, understand? It's like, I'm rooting for that guy. My mind was that I'm wanting him to win his next street fight if he has another like dog fight, okay? I'm rooting for him. Okay. So, uh, yeah, basically, we dog got in a fight with another dog, and the root of this was a woman dog. They called bitch. Don't take offense. That's a technical term I think dog breed is used for female dog. Okay, so take the emotion out of the hear the word. So it's a female dog. She went into heat, and suddenly these best buddies are like at each other's necks and more like a cartoon. It's the muscle like it comes out both of my heart. Okay, do you understand? Okay, so there's someone who wanted like that guy is just the most dangerous one. It's important. So yeah, it's I guess that's interesting to me, and I even saw when it's like drops or blood on the mat on the floor. Okay, it after like some fighting over there, and it's actually it gets real sometimes, and it can be like this fast. The woman is in heat, and suddenly there's never been issue with these two dogs, but it's like suddenly the relationship changed. When I go from friend to rival all of a sudden, so it's like they've been hanging out in buddies, okay? Like they're in the same pack, I guess. And who's the alpha? I guess I would say Jet is the alpha most likely. And it could be like the woman goes into heat, and this guy's not alpha. So I feel like I need to make with this female dog right now, okay? And then it's like I got the pole position, okay. And you got a couple of boom, boom, okay, say it like this. So I think that the source of the issue is the woman going to heat, and it's like hormones in the air, and it makes the dogs go like nutty, and all of a sudden they're at each other's necks, fighting each other. Now this a little bit dramatized and theatrics added to this, but it's like basically there was like real dog fight happen, and okay. So I gave you some vet tips, okay, where I could use a little bit of helping animals out. So my healing uh, knowledge and ability isn't limited to humans. In certain cases I could actually tell someone who's got a pet like, hey, do this, and the pet can end up being healthy, I believe. So I gave her a little bit of pet coaching, some things I recommend that she could do if there's an injury or something like this. But yeah, I really like Jet. Okay, and he's a street dog. He's had fights. Okay, it possibly should be a belt or some kind of record, some kind of official record. So you gotta have all like these fights off the books and injuries, and he's not getting paid. You need to figure out a way to get paid. Okay, so way support. Um, so one of the things that makes him a dangerous dog is his reach. If you're gonna analyze the fighter stats, like Jet, the Thai street fighting dog, the snout length is so in humans boxing like gonna look like kind of rack up the score and go like who am I betting on? It's like weight, size, reach, height, and things like this. Okay, stance. Now it's like if you look at dogs, like how much of a problem it can be to human or the dog. One of the things simple is the length of the snout. In Mike's like rating a dog, the stats, like how dangerous a dog is in terms of its fighting ability. An important stat will be the length of the snout. Okay, snout. Okay, they have to explain that. So if you have a mouth that's like this big,
it's not as much leverage as like a crocodile. Did you ever see a crocodile snap its teeth into like a gazelle or something like this? And also there's a pattern. A lot of times, like the longer the mouth that has the teeth, raw teeth in it, like the more powerful the clap as you close it or so, like this. So if you have like a mouth that's like this versus a mouth that's like this, it's like the longer the snout, the deeper it can get, okay? And it can be more a problem, more force and like leverage, essentially. So, like the bigger the mouth of the dog, the worse the bite, I would say. Meaning, if you have like a small dog that has like a little subtle protrusion, not that big of a mouth, it's not as big of a bite, okay, like a Chihuahua. But if you upscale it and you have like a Rottweiler, where it's like a bigger mouth, there's like a bigger uh, tongue as it clasps shut. It's basically it's like the longer the snout, that is a important metric. For example, if you get bitten by a dog here, the longer it's like the canines can get deep into the body. And both the dog's mouth, like the certain teeth are the biggest problem. Like they have like teeth, they go like vampire teeth, like the biggest ones. Okay, it tabs there. So anyway, it's important. Yeah, dogs that are having fights, and in Thailand, there's quite a lot of strays there. Okay, in Thailand, well, like if you walk down an average street in Thailand, you're not unlikely to run into this one dog that's like a homeless dog, like a hobo dog. It's like a street. It lives in the street. They didn't find a home yet. It's like it's standing. It's like it's looking for a house with humans to live or something like this. But it's nobody took it in yet. Right now, it's just living in the street. And this is kind of like the local dog scene. When this part is dogs live in the street, sometimes one of them gets adopted by a human family and they take him in or something like this. So now street dogs that don't have owners. Like it is one thing to have a problem with a dog that escapes from somebody's yard. It's like an aggressive breed can be a problem. Now dogs that live in the street are even more aggressive sometimes because they're also domesticated. So like they return to like their wolf DNA where they form like a little pack, okay? And they're a pack, okay? And they're tribal kind of. That's like they're a pack of dogs. This like team up with the dogs here, okay? And then they might look at other things as either like prey or competition for this spot they're in right now or something like this. So it's like that. It's like that, it is kind of dogs that are wild dogs return to the wild roots. For example, I've used to say it before. If I had a house cat and there's like another house cat ran away from home and became like a cat lives in the woods, it goes like feral, okay? And I my money would I bet on a cat that was a house cat ran away and been like living in the wild as like a wild cat in the woods, gone feral, versus like a house cat that's like still like a domesticated house cat, live a soft life with a human, versus this like cat that's been out in boot camp, been pretty much like if throw a cat into the woods to fend for itself, they'd be like sending a young man to boot camp or something. They say, imagine. But like it's like, oh yeah, it's time. It's like you make or break. Okay, you're gonna have to toughen up here. Okay, you can't be like a soft house cat being lazy all day, yawning in the corner somewhere. If you're gonna be living out here, there's things out here that is gonna try to fight you. You're gonna have to hunt, chase, and run them down and catch them. You're gonna have to get more athletic. You're gonna okay. It's like you're gonna have to work on your cardio or something like this. You're gonna have to keep your claws sharp, and you're gonna have to learn how to like stalk prey or like tune into your instincts on how to do it to get better or something like this. So anyway, it's important. It's like we're getting off the main topic here. I was going to get into the whole movie decoding. I hit you already in the beginning of the stream with the simple truth that empty sugar represents a substance sugar. Okay, that's the simple truth. So I'm going from memory here. Empty sugar in the no control movie represents the substance sugar. Okay, and the psychopathic power is deep state. Gotta pick one term, deep state. That deep state. Okay. Why did I go Illuminati psychopathic circular power leads? Because the same people that killed like 1,000 people this year globally, they also killed 1,000 people 9/11 in history, recent history. To be like they killed 1,000 people here, Iraq, Afghanistan war. They are responsible for it. Okay, there's hundreds of thousands of people from 9/11 And then the following conflicts, Iraq, Afghanistan, Middle East wars, thousands of people died. There's like many series of killings year after year by this group of people in the deep state. You could go into all different ways. It's like maybe they're promoting, let's say they're covering up like health fitness truth, and like cover up and suppress the truth about vitamin. We don't want people to hear opening up Reuters news to hear about the power of supplements or like this. So keep it there, broad and well, everybody. And they say just kind of like a SALT agreement. CNN is now publishing about the power of supplements. Reuters, MSNBC. There's a reason about beauty like Reuters News, the power of supplements and stuff like this. But they have like global warming is going to kill us all type reports on the daily or something like this. It's like, okay, they has a woman with a nose ring and like pink hair saying the conspiracy theories of snowflakes pretty much. They just want to be special. See, they did a hit piece of conspiracy theories like 20 recently. Where it's like they had some weird chick with a nose ring. Some special report, okay. And the woman shows up there. It's like being a weirdo, if I remember. Like the content coming out of mouth is the weirdness, I'm saying. That's what it's to be opportunity. So she's like, oh yeah, conspiracies are just like snowflake want to be special. Say, move on everybody. It'd be like, but the other job is like basically a version. Don't be getting into conspiracy theories. It's catching on, hey, stay in the system. Don't be a conspiracyist. We're making fun of these guys. People are conspiracists. They just want specials and snowflakes. It all boils down to that the PR hit piece propaganda reporters did. It boils down to analyzing it, not what they're pretending it that the video was, but what it actually is. It's like, yeah, conspiracies are snowflakes, haha. They just want to be special for this. As opposed to, let's look at it. It's like, I am different. I'm unique. Say, there's no one like me in this world. And I like that. I'm not like, I'm a guy that wants to blend in more in crowds and be more like everybody else around me. See, I'd rather be like this guy. It's like some guys like, oh, it's like I'm out here being myself, unapologetically different than other people. Okay, I'd rather be that. And people are like, oh yeah, I heard you say that. You're just snowflake, so it's my comeback. Than to be like, I'm a normal. I'm like everybody else. Mike's like an average Joe. Okay, he's got 2.5 hobbies and $1 or something like this. Do you understand? So, yeah, okay. Here's the real truth and stuff. There's an agenda, okay, and the deep state they have a lot of agendas. So I'm gonna have to finish up pretty soon and get some rest, okay. I don't really have to, okay. I could keep going, but it's like I don't have to always uh, go to like the end limit. So I told you, decode. No country for will be decoded. Anton Chigurh represents the deep state and the substance sugar. He's a symbol of sugar. He represents, symbolizes the substance sugar one and the deep state power leads two. Okay. And that's it. So, how did I come to this? Into the perception, I credit God, Holy Spirit, discernment. When I'm watching movies, I feel like there's a hidden truth in here. Once I feel that, start investigating. All my feeling is confirmed by the details and investigating and checking things out. So, and eventually, it's like I'm here with authority. There is interest in this movie. Authority will go. There is interest in this movie. Here's what it is. So, enter Shigur in the No Control Man movie. He represents substance sugar. Okay. What are one of the scenes? Texaco gas station clerk. He walks in there. Shigur. He puts on candy wrapper. It might be on the table. It starts uncrumbling. And then it goes, how much? I guess for the gas. 69 cents. Okay. Now, at this point, this I watched several times because I watched it, once the text is hidden truth, then watch it again, and I start getting the details. So once I got in, like, he is sugar. This is a hidden narrative about sugar in this movie. Okay. I watched it again. Like, oh, here, pause. This scene contains hidden flavor truth. It's like this code in this scene. Start decoding it. 69 cents. Okay. 69 cents. Shigur enters, Shigur walks into the gas station, takes a call. How much? 69 cents. Okay. Now, this is a review I watched again, again, again after I got to a point where I realized is he the truth this movie. Like I've caught like a trailer here, okay, like a thread, okay, a line where information I'm chasing down and decode this. There is some hidden truths in how I'm starting to break it down and decode it, decipher it. And it's like I get to a point where it's like it's sugar. Something about sugar. Oh, the guy's sugar. Once I get to the guy is sugar, okay. Now I rewatched the movie and it's like, oh, this scene confirms it. So I think that possibly the first hint they made, like, aha, we can throw the paper for this, uh, is literally when Llewellyn is in the hospital because of sugar. He's hospitalized due to sugar. The reason Llewellyn is hospitalized is sugar. He's in the hospital because of sugar. Okay. So that's like an American. That's not rare in America that people end up in hospital due to high sugar consumption many years. That's why America is not a country for old men, a nation of centennials, as Japan has been traditionally. With Japan from these countries, we might see documentaries on YouTube. Why do people in Japan live to be 100 or something like this? Or do you understand type stuff? Why so many old people in Japan or something like this? So America is not one of these countries. America is not a country for old men, okay? Due in large part to the high sugar consumption. The daily gram intake of sugar being so high in America. See, sugar, I'm not going to prove it. Sugar makes people fat. Ask your doctor if getting fat makes you live longer or shorter. Your life expectancy. If it goes up or down, if you get fat. If you show up at a doctor's appointment, being obese, and you ask them, do you think it's good for my health and I might live longer if I lose some weight? Exercise more, eat less type of stuff. You ask the doctor. I don't think he will be like, no, that's a conspiracy theory. That it's bad for your health to be obese. Okay. That's not real. I don't think a doctor, like a normal doctor, be like, haha, left hand. Okay. It's like, hey, I never saw a doctor, okay, MD degree having doctor, go like for checkups and for this, go like, hey, you need to get fat, okay? It's like you're unhealthy, you need to fatten up and you need to go to 300 pounds, raise your BMI for your health. I don't see, like maybe in a comedy movie, you see something like this, okay? But not in real life, okay? So like standard, even the mainstream gets that, okay? Okay. It's like it's not good for your health or your lifespan to be fat, to be like huge and heavy, okay? See? So people who are fat are more likely to get diabetes and things like this. So being fat is not good for your health, okay? Sugar makes people fat. So if you can prove that being fat increases like all cause mortality, whatever you want to call it, if being fat makes more likely to die of a heart attack, stroke every year while being fat than if you would be slim all these years, something like this. If you could go like you're more likely to die of this health problem every year being fat versus if you were not fat every year, you have a lower chance of dying of X, Y, and Z or something like this. If you get into details like this, you can make interesting discussions. Now, I'm making the bold claim here that I believe that if you want to make it to 100, getting fat as like a fitness goal, I'm going to get as fat as I can, it's not how you work towards good longevity. It's like my fitness goal is make it to 100 or something like this. How I would recommend you to go about that is not get fat. Start drinking sugar, eat ice cream every day, double up your dessert every day, eat more sugar and junk food and fat yourself up until you like super fat. That's how I'm recommending you to make it to 100 if that's your fitness goal. That's not how I would do it. Or nobody else is like serious about giving good health advice, health fitness advice. Be like recommending getting obese for your health and like longevity. Okay. So, anyway, here's the point. Uh, no can't problem with decode. Sugar is sugar. Okay. And a key is when they overtly tell you sugar. He's called sugar, Sugar, in the seed. So Llewellyn's in the hospital in America due to sugar. Okay. Because of sugar is why he's in the hospital scene. Spoiler alert. Okay. I might have to put a disclaimer. Anyways, the point.
So he's in the hospital because sugar. And this guy Orson Welles, now whatever the Orson, this guy shows up there. Hey, do you know who's out to get you here? This guy is hunting you. He goes, no, sugar. Like sugar. This guy called Anton Sugar. He's the guy who's like, you got a problem. He goes like, sugar? So he goes like, sugar, asks that question mark, like, sugar? Who's this guy, sugar? See, so in one scene, he's overtly, literally, directly, clearly called sugar. The character is referred to as sugar in a script line in the movie. That's a hint. That's a key. Okay. He's called Sugar literally. Okay. So there is a scene of Unfoldment where Anthony Sugar is called by a character Sugar. Sugar. And then the guy like corrects it and goes like, no, Sugar, CGH. Okay. It's Sugar. Okay. See. So he's called Sugar. Now I keep noticing more scenes because once I got like the guy symbolizes sugar, the substance, I watched the movie again. I found more details and no details. Since I'm right in my discernment, I can see something that is true. No details will really discredit it, will be confirming it if you're right. So I watched it again. Gas station scene. Okay. Now remember now I'm watching the journey of like the decoding. Now I go, okay, the easy to with this guy is sugar. Represents sugar, symbolizes sugar. Anton sugar symbolizes the substance sugar, which kill a lot of people in America every year. See, okay. And I watched it again. It's like I find the gas station scene where a guy go in, sugar, and it's a Texaco scene where there's a gas station clerk. And he goes and crumbles a piece of, and there's a Snickers bar behind him, okay? Sugar and there's Snickers here. And then there's a candy wrapper on the desk, unwrapping. It might be a candy bar wrapper, something like this. And the guy goes, how much? Sugar asks him. 69 cents. Now remember, I now know his sugar. And I go, I bet you, I pause the video at this scene. I bet you if I do research on like stats of sugar, the number 69 will show up in there. That's another confirmation. Sure enough, see, history of sugar, 1069. Sugar was only discovered by Europeans after the Crusades in the 11th century AD, and the first sugar was recorded in England in 1069. How much says sugar? 69 cents in the gas stations in Texaco. Hey, see, he walks in. How much for the gas? 69 cents. See, and I'm saying that character is intimately connected to substance sugar. He represents substance sugar. Sugar, at the top part of the movie, he's called Sugar by Llewellyn in the hospital. Who's this guy Sugar? He's called Sugar. Texaco, the guy who I told you, he the message in this movie is he is sugar, the substance. He symbolizes sugar, represents sugar, a silent killer. Okay. Maybe Tom Levy could write a book. I could work with the team up to write a book. Stop America's Silent Killer or something like this. Sugar, okay, something like this. I write it myself, okay? I can do it myself if I feel like it. Here's the point. Sugar, okay, walks into the Texaco gas station. How much? 69 cents. When I watch it, I go, oh yeah, but bet that's the numbers. Eh? If I go advent of sugar, and that's the line that comes to my mind, type this into Google. Advent of sugar, then I find that. Okay. Do you understand? So as I'm watching this, decode this movie, this is how we got one that can see how it actually the brass tacks of being that guy in real life works. I wish I could tell I watched a couple of movies. I know everything. This I'm ready to do the Rumble stream, tell you what I've seen. Okay. No, it's like I watch it. It's like intuitive perception. It's like is here the Tristan here, and then it's like, and here's what I think it is. This guy is sugar, and then watch it now. Yes, there's a detail that confirms it. Watch the movie. Yeah, there's another scene that confirms it. Do you understand? And it's like this until the whole picture comes together. And the sugar represents substance sugar. Once I get that, watch me again. Texaco Steen, he walks in there. How much for the gas? 69 cents. Okay. Sugar 10.69. And as I'm watching, I had read this Google advent of sugar, and I find this stat by searching like the advent of sugar or something like this. 10.69, 69 cents. And also I knew that. As I was like, if I start searching, I think find the number 69 show up in close source, some kind of connected to sugar. It's like it got popularized, imported to America. Some kind of fact it's gonna be show up 69 there. If I'm right that this can symbolize the sugar, that's like the trail I'm finding in this movie. Yes, 1069. See, Anton Sugar is sugar. Who's this guy Sugar supposed to be? The ultimate badass or something like this? Kill more people than bubonic plague? Maybe sugars kill more Americans than car accidents and like the plague or something like this. Since the advent of sugar. And like the so according to statistics I looked at somewhere, it's like average American 80 plus grams of sugar per day. So however long that's been going, I can preview more. Well, here's what I want to say. Okay, theory. Notice how I'm talking about. I'm saying sugar is a silent killer. Sugar symbolizes sugar, which is a silent killer, which is part of why America has few centennials. It's not a country like Japan. It's not to be a country where a lot of people make to be old. It's a country of old people. We have got a lot of 90 plus year olds in Japan. See, it's the silent killer sugar. Is part of the cause of people not living that long. That's what I'm saying. Why don't you ask your dentist if sugar causes cavities? And my guess would be your dentist gonna tell you, yes, high sugar diet gives people cavities. It's like you're more likely to end up here with tooth infection if you eat a high sugar diet, drink soda, eat ice cream, and a lot of desserts and stuff. That's one. That's not a conspiracy. Your dental lights out the room. Like when I was a kid in the dental office, sitting around waiting, they got like books. They had like posters where it's like this like mouth bacteria after you eat, and it's like they got power kills at your teeth, something like this. It'd be like sugar or something like this, like candy, it's like also something like this. Like something simple stuck to my subconscious mind was like sugar, and it's like it makes you have tooth problems. Okay, so here's the point. Last downstairs too, they had like a little trophy at the dental clinic at the display. It was like, uh, here's some things that are bad for your teeth. High sugar Nutella, like have like a candy, like potato chips become sugar somehow or something like this. It's sticky, it sticks in your teeth, it grows bacteria or something. Okay, they got like stats. Why certain foods are bad? It's bad for your teeth, bro. It's bad for your teeth. And they have like displays there. So, anyways, the point. So, what I'm saying is this. I believe that any serious dentist would agree that sugar causes cavities. Okay, meaning if somebody goes from low sugar to eating Snickers bars for lunch, drinking Coca-Cola instead of water, like going on a high sugar diet, a lot of sugar runs through the mouth. Okay, they're more likely to end up in a dentist with a cavity, a tooth infection. Then, if you can get the dentist to if they agree, if that's for okay, if they were like, yeah, okay, they get like, yeah, sugar makes it more likely to have a tooth infection, cavities. Now you ask them, can people die from tooth infections? See, that's the next question you can ask the dentist. That can people die from tooth infection, get heart attacks or strokes or some kind of health problem from tooth infections? Why don't you ask them that? Like your dentist next time you go for that appointment. Here's my advice. If you got like 2 seconds for a question, you ask, hey, it can sugar give you tooth infections? Like is sugar bad for your teeth? Okay. Sweets and treats bad for your teeth, dentist, yes or no? I'm betting they're gonna say it's bad for you, okay. Okay, bad for your teeth. There you go. If you have a tooth infection, can you die from a tooth infection? As the dentist said next. So if you can go like logical chain, sugar give you tooth infection. If the dentist says yes, and then you ask, can a tooth infection kill you? And the dentist says yes. It's like that's half of the job of the case I make in this movie, in this night shoot. Okay. See, why don't you, on the top of this, search Tom Levy root canal on YouTube for crying out loud. Okay. Tomlev, single V. Why? Because it's a good idea. Why don't you go search Tomlevy root canal. Hit enter on YouTube, and it's got some videos there. Some of those videos showed up, and I typed it into YouTube. Hit enter were interesting. I can tell that they were interesting. I looked the titles of it. I was watching the videos. Interesting. So it's important. Yeah. So it's the thing. This is like the real deal. Okay, this will probably be wrong. So okay. So boom. Okay. Sugar is sugar. 1069. How much? 69 cents. Sugar, have it by them. And don't, okay, I'm being a nice guy. Oh, put the other girls, please. Okay, hey, I'm being kind now for the sad guilt of people. Okay. Don't be sending fan mail bothering Josh Brolin and Javier Bardem if you see this video. Especially not if your parent is offending. Okay. Okay, so it's okay, whoever you are, don't send emails. It's either possible if you got a diagnosis in parent kids, so maybe don't send that to anybody for now. Just focus talking, like fix on healing yourself with the help of experts. That's the point. That's the point. Don't be like sending fan mail to Javier Bardem's agent or Josh Brolin with a hair saw guy's video says it's like a conspiracy in the movie to tell me about it. The actors are not gonna be able to take you account of that. It's like if you're gonna have like a hidden plot in the movie like Force 9/11, here's my honest opinion. And I don't have to put in the effort to tell this kind of okay. Just from a logical perspective, if it's a cover-up conspiracy and it's actually it's like hidden truth, it's like we kind of put it here, we not really want people to crack the code. Okay, if somebody does that, it's like we want it to be hard to prove that it's like this. Okay, so if you're like gonna do 9/11, why would you have the whole script writing team of Die Hard be in on the conspiracy? Know about 9/11 is gonna happen this day in the future, terror attack in America. You know the conspiracy about making this movie script. Okay, the whole writing team, every actor, the janitor, the catering firm, the RV suppliers for the park lodging for this, the set designers, what like all everybody, like maybe it's like 600 people that in the end credits are part of making this movie. It wouldn't make sense if you're like an evil villain. There's a kind of conspiracy that you tell 600 people about it. Yeah, don't tell anybody. Promise, please buy it. I'm out of here or something. I'm the evil villain. I'm going to retreat to my cave or something like this for a while until I come back with another plot or something like this. So here's the point. It doesn't make sense. It's like it's gonna be if you look at the work, it's sophisticated, which means it's gonna be that how they got it in there is also gonna be sophisticated. So that's how they get. That's what I'm guessing. Like how they got this in there, I can perceive it. How they got in there is gonna be like really like sophisticated too. Where it's like there's a lot of people don't even know. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of people don't even know. But I have the ability to perceive internal design, and God gave me that. And I'm not going to deny what my eyes can see. Okay. So I here's a point. Not right now, I'm doing decoded movies to be not reduced to uh, the sad outcome of this endeavor that I'm currently engaging in. That's a big word. So here's a point. My point is this Hollywood movies, okay. No cut for movie decoded. Enter Sugar Sugar. I told you. Okay. Once I saw it, I watched it again, and it's like everything confirms it. Do you understand? I tell you, it's like this. If I had a girlfriend with me, it's like my pet is died, but I think my girlfriend killed him. It's like a British crime novel, Hercule Poirot. It's actually all the who killed him, who done it. You know, I used to have this on TV in Sweden. Same format, be some kind of British crime drama, some kind of show. And it's like the plot is like this: people in some place, somebody dies. Who did it? Was it the waiter? Was it the old lady? Was it the conductor? Okay, see. But anyway, here's the point: who done it? They even had board games called Cluedo as I was a kid. They had the board game. The thing was fine back in the day, in like the 90s. They had like Alpha Pet.
So I could play with a German Shepherd. Possibly could train a dog to play after, which if you get long enough. If you live in a cabin in the woods, you got some kind of strong breed dog that's also intelligent. You could get it to play after, which if you less lonely to one of the cabin female because all working on playing next year can do more X10. Okay, you know the drill. That's the point. You got a German Shepherd, why don't you teach it to play board games with you? There is a dog that can be trained. So here is the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Open the gate. Here's the thing. Anton Shigeru is Sugar. They should make the sequel, where I do the narration was coming to series this June. Anton Shigeru is Sugar. One man. Secretly, he is Sugar. Something like this. Okay. It can be so bad because good again. Sometimes it switches all the way. You max out over here. It is somewhere like switches while it gets back to the good side again because well, it can be one of these things. So it's a point. I'm not checking calls right now in case you're wondering. Take a look at this for a while. Full frontal menu by the way sold. What about this? See, full frontal double bicep flex in the front. It's possible you could do that in reverse too. Is I got like a repertoire of flexes here. I got a special one that is older for my girlfriend with flex repertoire. It is basically like the frontal hard flex coupled with like goldfish kissing mouth at the same time. So it's like a moving flex more than like like assume this pause for a moment and take a picture. It's more like a dance. Okay, it's like a flex and it's like at the camera to your girlfriend. Yeah, I have like a menu. I have like all these flexes on my repertoire that I can pull from if I need to get going. Okay, it's like okay. So it's like whatever. It's the point. I get it serious now. Okay, so it's like once we run out of gift chips, you know it's gonna get real like the decor. Okay, so here's the point. Um, and the sugar is sugar. Okay, that I told you. Okay, you take that one with it. You know the drill. Like, you know the thing now. Okay. So we can deal with this topic more now. So, 1069, okay, that's a detail. I see in 69 is sugar, see. So I told you already, sugar represents sugar. Now you know that. You watch me, this is seen with sugar. Here is a part of the plot, he's called sugar. That, okay. The Llewellyn calls him sugar. It's a scene where goes sugar, this guy's sugar. And somebody questions, no, it's not sugar, it's sugar, but he's called Sugar. Okay, now you know he's Sugar. Okay, now you watch the movie. Sugar walks into the gas station, takes out a gas station clock, like the famous scene, the coin toss scene. It starts with him going, "How much for something? The gas or something?" It's 69 cents. Okay, boom. I'm watching it again on this movie at this point. I go, "This gotta be hidden truth in here." I look at the set. There's a Snickers behind it, first of all. Okay, there's a Snickers bar behind him. Freeze frame Sugar here. There's Snickers behind him. And 69, I bet you if I type in like sugar and research, the number 69 will show up next to sugar somehow. Do you understand? And I go like rack my brain. Advent of sugar, the advent of sugar. So this is my customer to Google it. I searched the advent of sugar. I end up finding this. 1060. How much? 69 cents. Okay. That is one of the details. Okay. So later on, there's a scene where Shiger is in a bathtub. Everything's spoiler alert, okay? On everything in this live stream. And they show you like a lidocaine, novocaine, something ends with cane, which I guess is somehow related to cocaine or something like this. Or at least reminds me of cocaine, even cane. It's a big pharma thing in the syringe that the guy is holding the movie scene. Cane something. So I guess there's some kind of number thing that somehow derived or sourced from, or I would guess it's something that possibly has to do with cane. Like lidocaine, novocaine, cane dentist has cane, something like this. It's numbing and some kind of drug thing. Okay, some kind of medical thing. So they show you the body of sugar and then cane next to it. So that also ties into if you do some research, it's not health fitness. It's be like sugar is a drug, sugar is like a drug. You can find a lot of articles, blog posts, YouTube videos, shorts where people like liken sugar to cocaine and its effects on the brain. I remember one guy in a YouTube show went, it's like cocaine makes the area of your brain light up a lot. Sugar makes your whole brain light up like a pinball machine or something like this. Okay, so that's another C. Visual. They say a picture paints thousand words. After this self-serving scene where he's in the bathtub for disinfection purposes, I guess. It's like the pre and all. He gets up. He's in the room now. Detail, audio. Get on a diet now. So the radio TV is on. It's some kind of TV shop. Why don't you sugar? Tank. Okay, okay. Get on a diet. This is in America. Okay. This is just something back on obvious. So we just watch trust the process, get on the diet, the pounds will be losing over time, reduce it more and more and more. Understand? It's like something where it's like the TV shop is on, where there's some guy maybe neon white post was like, get on the Weight Watchers program, you'll be losing the pounds. Now here's the thing. Why do a lot of people in America end up interested in this? Paying attention to TV shop ads, like burn fat, anything. A book, Weight Watchers, anything that's serious, not a scam. Why do people end up seeking dieting advice or products to burn fat, lose weight? Because they're overweight. Okay. See, why are a lot of Walmart Americans fat? Because of a high sugar diet. If I wanted as a health fitness coach, somebody asked me how to get fat, Mike. Just theoretically. I'm not asking because I'm gonna do it. I'm just asking like what would you tell a person if they want to get fat? Rate more sugar. If somebody goes from a low sugar to high sugar diet, I'd expect them to start gaining weight. Okay. If they go make big enough of a difference. If somebody goes from like never eating sugar to start eating dessert and eating more and more dessert and more and more sweets and drinking liquid sugar soda every day, I expect it to start gaining pounds. Okay. If everything else stays the same activity level, amount of exercising, everything else, and you just raise the sugar intake enough, like and more Coca-Colas per day, desserts, Snickers bars, just working more sugar into their diet. That's why if you want to get somebody fat. So sugar, cocaine, okay, is in this in the hotel. The ambiance is some kind of TV shop or radio diet regime or product of this. Any serious dieting, Weight Watchers, or anything like this, you can actually do these. Somebody's actually been in this. Any serious that's not like laughable. Any diet that's a book how to lose weight or Weight Watchers, some kind of program or something like this that actually works if you adhere to it, the system or protocol, it actually causes weight loss reliably. And it's not like magical, like go out and tan your balls and grind your feet in a puddle of water when it's full moon and the spirits will shave off the pounds of it type of stuff. They are not getting into silly stuff like this. But anything that is not laughable, that is like somebody like me, if they would look, it's like, yeah, I did this is somebody like Weight Watchers, like food system. Oh, it's gonna get you to like you can't eat that much dessert. What is dessert? High sugar. Okay, you see. So it boils down to weight loss programs for people who are fat. If it's effective of a protocol, if it's a book like how to lose weight for this plan, eat this, not that, eat less of this, more like that, it's gonna get you to eat less sugar if it's serious, effective, a regime. If you would come up with a regime that will help people lose weight, no matter what you call it, no matter what angle you're coming from, your style or something like this, if it's serious and effective, it's going part of it, the protocol, is going to be to reduce the guy's intake. Because if you have a fat friend, do they or do they not, if you think about it, like have more sugar than people are not fat? Like you're more likely to see a fat guy drinking soft drinks, eating ice cream or something like this, and eating like sugary snacks than somebody's not fat. Okay. See, so
A lot of people get fat. Do you understand? Like if you would ask a fat guy who look at like the biggest loser, they have TV programs like this where they show like here's how the guy's diet is, the guy's trying to lose weight. It's got to be a lot of sugar in there. See, so sugar and obesity go hand in hand. And part of it is like it's very easy to get into caloric excess with liquid sugar. Um, is it an advertised Coca-Cola for the chase recipe where it's like 33 centiliters has like what 30, about 20, what 50? Okay, more than a sugar cube in it. So if you have like six of those, the other side, let's say a soda, generic brand. I'm not going to go after Coca-Cola in this video. Let's say this is soda, X generic brand. If it's Pepsi, it's some off brand, it's whatever. This is the soda, okay? Let's say there's 10 grams of sugar in a 33 centiliter can. If you have zero spray, you have 30 grams of sugar, okay? So it's very easy to get a lot of grams of sugar into you. One sugar cube is 5 grams of sugar. 5 grams of sugar equals 5 grams of carbohydrates. Okay. And how to get fat is like focus on like carbs, go high carb, opposite of what I do. I eat day to day low carb, high fat, high protein. Now, if you want to be fat, you eat high carb. You want more carbs. High carb snacks, potato chips, high carb, french fries, high carb, rice, high carb, candy, high carb, ice cream, high carb, soda, sweetened with sugar, high carb, high carb, high carb. See? So, sugar represents substance sugar, which why a lot of Americans are fat and they're looking to get on protocols on TV where sugar's in the hotel room. He got in the previous scene was in the bathtub, lidocaine, novocaine, cane something, and they show his body corpus delicti, the body, he's in the body, he's in the body of sugar, and then they're showing you sugar, cocaine reference to cocaine at very least. Sugar, cocaine. He gets out, sugar. This plays off in the ambience. Get on the weight loss protocol, trust the process, just stay the course, the pounds will be disappearing of that is. See? So why do a lot of Americans get on a diet? Is because they're fat. How did they get fat? High sugar diet, it would be what I would think. A lot of end up being like really fat by having huge amounts of sugar daily. Sugary drinks, sweets, this and that, candy, eating cookies, double dessert, eating junk food and then dessert, and like, do you understand? Like a high sugar diet. And okay, so I've just got into some details here, and some people they're dull of hearing. You're dealing with people that are asleep in the matrix. I feel like need the matrix a lot. It's like look around and what I say. These people are still asleep in the matrix. Okay, a good luck to wake them up. See, or the day live guy. We got what I can see. See, I look at movies. I can see like the hidden deeper layers here. So notice that I walk the talk and talk the talk. I walk the walk and talk the talk. This guy needs something. And basically, it's like I've seen him go online sometimes. And what he does is like he does like the promotion that I do of the actual work that I do on my channel without the work. Okay. It's like I'm the best health fitness guru there ever was. It's like if you watch the streams, there's no health fitness guru ever. Okay. It's like, oh, he's actually teaching something real good quality health. Do you understand? So it's like all like it's kind of like the same style. It's like I'm athletic over here, okay. I'm being athletic. I'm being super athletic to tell the stream. But I never see him be like, wow, impressive athletic. See? So I do a mix of walk the walk and talk the talk. See, I'm like the day live guy. And you see this live stream, that's what it really being the day live guy looks like. If you like yourself to that guy, you earned it and wanted it by being like this live stream. It's like I watched a movie from memory. Here's the scenes I can see in my mind's eye. I watched the movie before. That's it. I can remember it. I saw the truth today. Here is the truth. And it's undeniable work, see. Which means if this gets enough viewers, it will be like more like, oh yeah, this is interesting, but okay, I woke up to this. This gets 10K views, there's gotta be a certain percentage gonna get it. Be like, yes, this is interesting. I get it, he's right, understand. So a big part since I'm undeniable in what I do, the deep state had to work to limit my views because it's like a critical mass. But if I reach 100K views on content X, it's going to take off like wildfire, and it'd be like too late to have me not be discovered by people and be a name that people know as like a guy. Okay, do you understand? It's like it's a numbers game of keeping me from getting serious numbers on content like this, because I can analyze and go, if this would have 10K views beginning to end, they will be like it would have a certain like effect, okay, like domino or whatever that goes. So a big part of the game is shadow banning and working to get from a lot of work to get me keep me low in the views and this. And then also it's like the people, a lot of people are blind to see the matrix. There's gonna be a few people reachable with this. So it's a numbers game. 1,000 people are reachable with this. You get 10,000 people, there's 10 people. Get those 10 people watching the whole video, one of them will be like, I get it now. You understand? That's the point. Quick math, man can never be hot. Okay? Man can never be hot. Okay? Perspiration king. Links effect. Man can never be hot. Links effect. Perspiration king. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect is what, yeah. That's the point. The man can have a perspiration king links effect. So I've been sharing out my links in here and they help me get a few views. That's the point. I took it as kind of like how to go on YouTube. I watch it. Okay. A guy is doing on links effect. Okay. Perspiration. Do a good job deep talks and share your YouTube link out there. It's how you if you get some views. It's iceberg work protocol, the links effect protocol. Perspiration and links. So here's the point. I've been making these two sweating and link sharing my link here now. So it's a point. Um, sugar it represents sugar. Okay, what is some other scenes just from memory that can't hold me to confirm that? We'll leave it at that for now. I might return to this later. The deep ego is Lubanda's Christian, and the hunting scene shows him getting saved. It's a behold the cross, behold the blood, behold your error, and there's the hand of heaven in there, and then it shows him getting saved. Is what is my read of the movie. So it shows the like this is the spiritual angle that did core of the onion and the cool. And the cool. It's so weird. But I guess we go. But it's okay. It's okay. It's like it's like a big part of feeling like I'm doing a decent job trying out a new language. It's just like getting the vibe of the language, like a sort of tone or inflection. What it is like, yeah, le monsieur de France, so what it is like, oh. We it's just a certain vibe, kind of. Okay. It's like sometimes a certain voice that I start doing, like a semi voice. I don't know what it is. And I really like helps me to kind of feel like I'm like almost speaking Japanese right now. Okay, like fluent. That's the point. Like the delivery is key. That's the point. I have Japanese people sometimes come in and they're looking at like a small part of the screen for a while and like looking at my video. Is it kind of like I picture like from their perspective, it might be like kind of like an almond in the middle of the screen that they're looking at or something like this. Like they're focusing on the most interesting part of something like this. So it's like whatever. It's like what this is. We're not getting into that too much. Now here's the point. Yeah, and the sugar, the substance, the power leads. Deeper, the deepest layer of the onion is the spiritual level. The Christian theology doctrine that I can like see in the movie. So what I see here is it works. Llewellyn is a Christian. The hunting scene is referencing his salvation experience, like his moment. He had a moment of getting saved. Behold the cross, the blood. See your error is a mistake. Category, error, flaw, sin. See categories. So it's like this: mistake, category, human behavior, bad. It's like bad deed, misdeeds, mistake, error, flaw. Okay, sin. Okay, see. So it's a cross here. There's a mistake. There's a reference to human sin. There's blood. So two faces is blood. I'm not gonna over analyze that scene. It's like I give you like the takeaway. It shows him getting saved. The hunting scene. What else? Then it shows his Christian walk. Okay, it shows the one's Christian walk. So this is scene. Part of me, this shows the one becoming a Christian, which could be referencing a previous part of his life before the movie started. But this scene is referencing a salvation event in his life. Now the wealthy character is a Christian, which means the rest of the movie is his Christian walk. And he suffers persecution. See, he's suffering persecution. And the sin unto death and or martyr's death when I look at it. Like you could go like it's a sin unto death that God had enough of his sinfulness and took him up to heaven this way. Or you could go like it's a martyr's death. He was persecuted until he died from persecution. Okay. And you can look at it like in this frame right now, that frame. Nice point from this angle, that angle. Here are some scenes to that effect. The Bible says, "Thou therefore your hardness is a good soul of Lord Jesus Christ." So a Christian is a soldier. Okay. Can make the argument from the Bible. It can be good, bad, okay. But you're a soldier. You've been drafted in the Lord's army now. And you've been you are well, you volunteer. And you can be bad or good, but like thou therefore your heart is a good soldier of Lord Jesus Christ. So the Bible says a Christian, like you're a man, you're a soldier, okay? So it's not like, oh, it's like, that's not gonna call myself. That's what the Bible says you are. So it's like, wake up, you're in the army now, okay? You're in a war, you're in a spiritual war. Your sin, world, flesh, pride of life, devils, you have different enemies. It's a point. So, Llewellyn is a Christian. And if you look at the natural, it can be referencing a spiritual truth. So, he's a soldier in the plot. I talked about a scene where it shows him getting saved. He's a soldier. Border crossing. That's going from your sin, walk after the light, after darkness. See? So it's referencing going in and out of honey pasture. They like to think of border crossing in the movie, which happened these once. It's referencing a Christian's walk. See, I told you he gets saved in the beginning of the movie, the hunting scene. Then it deals with his Christian walk, which for him is persecution. Okay, a lot of persecution. And there's a border crossing where the guy that helps him to cross from where he's now, cross the border, is the same type of person as a soldier of the same army. So that could be a pastor or something like that, or another Christian. But hey, remember, confess your sins, bro. It could be referencing that. So these guys helping get over the border, okay? Which could be a Christian back in the device. Remember, confess your sins, and helps to show fellowship, or a pastor, or something like this. So okay. So the border crossing theme is his Christian walk, going from sin state to walk after spirit, walk after flesh, walk after spirit, walk in the light as he's in the light, have fellowship with the Lord, and walking in darkness. Okay. Here's another about pretext before that he is a saved man. He goes into a place. It's like I'm looking for socks. White is all we have. White is all I wear. In the Bible, saints dressed in white, the elders, white is a symbol of sinlessness and like a garment of the saved. Okay, see, do you understand? So white as a garment is like connected to a saved person in eternity in the Bible, and come let us reason together, say the Lord. Do sins get oh, that's it. So the spiritual angle is the deepest angle, and I'm getting into it. Like I've already done a good job breaking that down. Um, yeah, so Levi is a question. So I finished the job list I had to do from memory now. I only have one graphic, which I sent to myself on Messenger. I used my phone to get a screenshot after finding it on my phone, so browsing through Google, and I sent it to myself on Messenger out of my computer, uploaded it to the Rumble library. Here we are. Okay.
So I've done the job here. I show the truth. So boiling this down, my decode of no conformant sugar is the substance sugar represents that, and the power elite is one of the silent killers that is causing a lot of deaths in America, like the high sugar diet, cavities, leading to cavities, tooth infections, and people. It's really bad for health to be fat from sugar and having tooth infections and things like this. So I believe you're less likely to have a long life if you're a fat guy with like several tooth infections raging than if you're slim and not having like six tooth infections and things like that. Do you understand? It's like simple stuff. So what else? Neo in the Matrix movie, he's a Christian, okay, and this other movies I've done. Foreshadowing, I've dealt with that in other movies. So it's like if I make movies like this, you can hear more about this. Okay, I squeezed what I want to squeeze in this video here. So now we might check the comments if there's something that's gonna be annoying there. Michael, good guy, God will save us. Well, I'm already saved, so it's like I'm not in need of salvation. So I like to be precise in how I deal with stuff. Okay. Michael, good guy, thanks. Okay. Now the Bible says there's no good or not one. Okay. Jesus himself said, why call something good? There's one good but God, and that was a rhetorical question. There's a point. Michael, good guy. Well, yeah, thanks. Okay, I had God gave me goodness. Okay, so I'm counted as a good guy because God gave me goodness when I believe the gospel. Okay, imputation of righteousness, justification of faith alone. So I have, what's the scripture? I believed one was kind of righteous. It was called friend of God. Believed. It is like not. He didn't work for a long time to be like, oh, God counted him as a good guy. No, he believed on the Lord. Okay, and that's what got him counted by God as a good guy, quote unquote. Say. So I've been made good by God by believing the gospel. Okay. Not in my own walk, I wouldn't call myself good. Okay. And then God will save us. Uh, God has saved me. Okay. So how I got good is by God saving me. Okay. That's how I got good. So I'm decoding comments now. So how I got good is by God saving me by me believe what God told me to believe. Okay. The gospel. So now there's physical salvation, there's future tense salvation, there's being saved from problems I don't even know I'm going to have in the future. So it's like, yeah, I trust in God's ability to get me out of trouble, get me into it if I would need to, get me out of trouble, in, out. So do you understand? It's like if God needed me to get in trouble for a season, for some reason. I trust God could get me in trouble. I trust God could get me out of trouble. Okay. You know, Dad in the lion's den. You don't think God had a hand in him getting to the lion's den? Or Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? You don't think God was like, he knows the plot and it's like he has a hand in this playing out somehow. That it's like, yeah, this guy's going to be in an oven and I'm going to end up being glorified and then they'll be responding. I know if I allow them, cause them to be, allow them to go through this, I know how to respond and they will be, do you understand? So God can allow me to get in trouble, help me to get out of it. Okay. Got you, see? So um, I'm gonna finish up, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching the stream. It's the smallest thing you can do, okay? I've seen other people trying to do what I was doing this stream, decoding movies, and they want to sell you a DVD or something like this. And it's not going to be as interesting as what I just gave you there. It's rare. Nobody else has told this before I started to decode. I'm unique. I'm the guy who decoded all kind of movie and told this truth is hidden in it first. See? And I've been giving you that truth, movie decode film analysis for free without watching ads. Other guys like, hey, it's like a sneak preview, like Stanley Kubrick. I've been talking about it, and like this hidden truth. And I'm analyzing it. The DVD is $25 on my website or something like this, and it's like a 3 hour stream that I just did for like not a cent you had to fork out. So at least hit the like button on your way out if you watch at this point. If you're a guy who watches this, you watch it from the beginning to the end, at least hit the like button. I gotta finish up. I'm done here. Don't be surprised to see me if you see me do more videos like this. At this point,
Jackson Black, he didn't get blocked, but it's like, don't get comfortable. You came about this close, Jackson, to getting blocked by just rubbing the wrong way, okay? That keep yourself in a tight leash in the chat, okay, Jackson? That could just put in a little bit of effort and not be so annoying in the chat, okay? Comment to North MMA not blocked, okay? And I wouldn't say he came close, okay? And I even sent this guy a DM on Instagram that I'd be like, hey, maybe I can join your stream sometimes we go live. I also guess what stream was. He has to be a guest of mine. I do the solo streams out 10 times, but it's like it's not impossible. It's one of these guys that might be on the roster. If I go live and say, but you know what, I want to have some guests. So, but you're the type of guy that might get an invite, okay? So don't be surprised if you see something. No, I'm doing the solo streams. This is the type of way of work they don't see other people do. We finished on a flex. I didn't want a hell of a job of delivering the product. Okay. What I set out to do, I did. So, sugar is sugar. No country movie decode. Anton sugar is the substance sugar represents it. And finish on this, okay? Possibly, if I'm polite enough, maybe Josh Bourne could pull some strings to get the job to be like the lead actor in this next movie or something like this. That's a joke, okay? Because that's the only reason I'm kind of people to get some. No, I'm not like that people. Here's a point. Serious, okay? I'm intent to keep doing this. I'm not trying to cause trouble, so don't be harassing actors and directors' agents with fan mail and try to get a hold of Josh Brolin and ask him about the conspiracy in the movie you saw a guy on YouTube say. If I'm right, and I am, about hidden plots and movie subplots, Die Hard movie, 9/11, it's like not everybody's gonna be in on it, okay? It's gonna be some kind of a it's like the actors are not going to be briefed, okay? It's a need to know basis. The actor needs to be able to read the lines convincingly, okay? Do quality line readings and like read a line in a movie and be an actor on camera visually, okay? Okay, it's like need to be a human on camera speaking words. They don't have to know. It's like the 11th level of uh, like one word in the script is a reference to this, and in hindsight, 10 years from now, do you understand? Like Bruce Willis goes like 9/11 is a plot with on an airplane, and one guy is a passenger in the scene goes like trust me, I'm doing it 9 years. Bruce Willis same scene is like trust me, I'm doing 11 years, like 9/11. Now Bruce Willis didn't. You think it's gonna need to know? Be briefed. This is like foreshadowing on 9/11 attacks in the future. That's why I get to just have this sort of correct conversation airplane. No, it's like just like here's like a small talk conversation on airplane. That's your job as an actor to deliver. It's like he says this, and you go, trust me, I'm doing 11 years. Okay, and then next scene, cut. I just say they don't need to be briefed. It's like, and 11 is a reference to the year the 9/11 attacks will happen in the future. The deep state that is okay. That's the Bruce Willis. That's why I would get you to say 11 after the other guy says 9. Because in the future, in hindsight, it would be like some people have to see this, like, oh, that's a foreshadow, instead of foreshadow 9/11. See? So don't be sending like skits or fan mail to directors and actors and bothering them about this. Because if I'm right, they're not going to be able to know what I understand. And I am right. The house always wins, damn it. So okay, so it's like that's a professional courtesy, one uh, actor to another. Okay, I'm Mike Saha. Okay, I'm an actor. Okay, a lot of these guys, if I would take out of my way, like Chocolate Felix, he will be acting like he never would have been acting before. Okay, I could get that guy acting like he's never acted his whole life before. Like just he'd act his way out of like a concrete bunker. See, no time I made a little play worse. They typically use something I must say couldn't do something out of a wet paper bag. Now that would be the flipping the script on it. Yeah. It's like I could get this guy with my help. He's pretty good. With my help, could be the best. Could be the best. Okay, we're not talking about one of the best. With my help, it could be the best, like the very best, simply the best, like the Tina Turner song. That's what he could be. Understand? Like undeniably the best, not like top 10. Some people say no, he'd be the best. Understand? He's had the biggest star plaque on the boulevard. if I could see too. My acting powers. So like Lester will go that splashing on him and he'd be acting. He'd get 6 Oscars within a week or something like this. So it's like his support. It's like I cracked jokes before, but that is like possibly it's true that I'm the secret source about a lot of these stars' success. Okay, Jocko Felix when he was 6 years old. I took him out of my wings as an orphan baby bird. I took him out of my wings out here, got him on a board, showed him ropes, and like showed him how to move around on the ship. And like, hey, you move over here. You can like, hey, look at the eyebrows, Jocko. It's like 6 years old. It's like the Batman Dark Knight movie. You see the scene where Christian Bale is being trained up by another guy. Basically, that's how we got Joaquin Phoenix being able to act with his mentor, Mike Side acting mentor. There's a secret store behind these guys in the Eastern Hollywood. Like Joaquin Phoenix shows up, I thought that, okay. And it's like, hey, Joaquin, day one, acting school, Mike's acting school, studies on you. You got eyebrows, right? Why don't you raise one of them right now? See, there you go. She does it. I go, yes, you got it. You got one active move down, okay. Let's start doing other moves. Do the other one. He goes, it does the other one. But that dude, one of them isolated without doing that one. That's purely one eyebrow raise that you can do. This is the like little video of the actors, Mike's actors. Okay. Now, Fleur can flare your nostrils. If there's his nostrils. I go, yeah, okay, you can do flare your nostrils and let me. Nostril flare checks on the repertoire. This actor, no, he's getting into like school now. He got a repertoire, acting moves he can pull off too. He's got the right training, acting coach. I can be one. Okay, and then he's like, okay, now okay. He goes, he's like, now the scene looks sad. So if you look at some movie, like really, I'm really to be credited with a lot of these guys. Like you'd be like, oh, the cop, what a good job with each other. It's like really, I'm the true secret to this guy's success. I was on that island, understand. You had like Scorsese around these clappers, and they go nuts in the background, okay, just being weird. Okay, and he's like, it's me, I'm the secret guy behind it, the acting coach. So they fly me over acting too, okay. I get the call when another couple needs to be acting in the movie right now. And it's like, okay, we need to get Mike's on the case. They fly me over. And I'm there, it's like it's like baseball, hand signals to the coach. And then our couples there, like they put on these clothes, it's like hold this thing. Okay, and it's a camera. And then I go like, hey, so goes to rise, but like I was, I go tell them, I go up. Like this, and then he's like, it goes like more intensity. It goes like more intense. I go a little bit less. This is like an orchestra. But I got like the thing, and it's like see, I'm running the whole thing. So that's the point. Is I've like talked about this type of stuff before, but here's the point. Leonardo DiCaprio, it's like he could act Shutter Island, it's about gang stalking. Okay, that's like a subplot actually. I see references to gang stalking in the movie for real. That's a real comment on that. Okay. Another movie that I count as referencing this gang stalking program is the movie Fallen featuring Denzel Washington. Okay. Only in that movie, you have to remember that they always usually they can be referencing a real world thing, like 9/11, but they have to close it in fiction to have it be not detectable by the average viewer. Okay. That's one reason they might do that. So it's like, oh, it's a movie about some kind of ghost. Okay. Well, it's also a reference of the gang stalking program, where the total experience could be walking on the street. It's like one person in this crowd is doing something you can notice an agent, doing where say something. There's another person. They can reference a part of targeting, where that's part of your life walking on the street if you're video that you've been noticing people around it are work for the program. And it's bad. It's like evil. There's an evil intelligence behind this experience. So I'm gonna finish up, okay? Jackson, like, if you would put a question mark in a sentence, it'd be more insufferable. So think about your comments next time if you want to get blocked. You keep close to getting blocked today. If you don't want to get actually blocked, just put a little bit of effort on not being so annoying in the chat, okay? So I gotta finish up here. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're into this, if you're able to, if you watch this, you already say, if you're able to get the jokes, understand what's the joke and what's not in my streams, okay, and you're interested in the things that are like serious topics I get into, okay, keep watching. The guy will keep streaming, making content for a long time, and there'll be more stuff similar to this, not extremely far from this, most likely. So that's gonna be the end of the video. Take care of yourself out there, and stay tuned. Yeah, it's gonna be. I finished the disclaimer. Nothing I've said in this live stream is to be taken as medical advice or information. It is purely my personal belief and opinion, commentary, live joking, and all the stuff I've been doing. So I've been touching on some health fitness topics. Run anything by a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Talk to a licensed physician before making any changes to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and or medication. Talk to a doctor before starting to stop taking any supplements and or medications before getting on a diet or off it. Do you understand? Talk to a doctor, licensed physician before making any changes to diet, lifestyle. This live stream is not intended to replace the care of a licensed physician. Okay, get off my back. I think that cuts it. Okay, that's a disclaimer there. So that's a medical disclaimer. I'm talking medical stuff. Throw a disclaimer on it. So I gotta finish up. This is gonna be the bye. Still fit.